Good morning, kindergarten and Trans-K friends. I am so happy to read a story to you today. Today, February 2nd, I think it's Groundhog Day. So I found a book about 10 grouchy groundhogs. So let's see. The ladies who wrote the book are Catherine Helling and Deborah Hemberg. And a man illustrated. He drew the pictures in the book. J. Johnson. So let's find out about these 10 grouchy groundhogs. 10 grouchy groundhogs crowded in their den. They squirmed and they stretched. And then, one grouchy groundhog announced with a shout, "This den is too small. Let me out, out, out." I don't think he was very happy. 9 grubby groundhogs working in their den. They clawed and they dug, and then, one grumpy groundhog announced with a shout, "I gotta have a bath. Let me out, out, out." 8 graceful groundhogs dancing in their den. They swooped and they swirled, and then, one graceful groundhog announced with a shout, "Dancing makes me dizzy. Let me out, out, out." Let's see. 7 gabby groundhogs chatting in their den. They gibbered and they jabbered, and then, one gabby groundhog announced with a shout, "Please give me peace and quiet. Let me out, out, out." 6 goofy groundhogs tumbling in their den. They rolled and they romped, and then, one goofy groundhog announced with a shout, "I'm too tired from tumbling. Let me out, out, out." I think the den's getting a little smaller. 5 groovy groundhogs singing in their den. They hummed and they strummed, and then, one groovy groundhog announced with a shout, "Hey, I'm a rock star. Let me out, out, out." 4 gobbling groundhogs dining in their den. They chomped and they chewed, and then, one gobbling groundhog announced with a shout, "I have a toothache. Let me out, out, out." Oh, he must be hurt. 3 glitzy groundhogs grooming in their den. They primped and they puffed, and then, one glitzy groundhog announced with a shout, "Powder makes me sneeze. Let me out, out, out." I think she let out a big sneeze after that. 2 giggly groundhogs running round their den, sliding down the tunnels, and then, one giggly groundhog announced with a shout, "Winter might be over. Let me out, out, out." She's climbing up a ladder. Let's see. 1 grumpy groundhog wondered with a pout, "Where are all my friends? Time to go find out." Up the ladder he goes. When one grumpy groundhog glanced outside his den, he counted all the groundhogs, not 1 or 2, but 10. 10 timid groundhogs looked around, and then, startled by their shadows, they dived back down again. 10 grinning groundhogs, aw, grouchy no more, snug in their den, snore, snore, snore. Good night, groundhogs. Aw, they look comfy and warm in their den. So I just wanted to read this page to you too, friends. Since it's Groundhog Day, it tells you a little background of why we have it. And it says, "Can a groundhog predict when spring will come? According to the legend of Groundhog Day, he can. On February 2nd, today, the groundhog comes out of his burrow to take a look around. If he sees his shadow, The shy groundhog gets scared and runs back into his burrow to sleep for another 6 weeks of winter. But if it's a cloudy day, today's a cloudy day. On February 2nd, the groundhog doesn't get scared away. Then he stays outside. Maybe he looks for some food, which means that spring will arrive very soon. So I'm reading you this book early in the day. I don't know what the groundhog has done yet, but by the time you hear me read this story, I bet you'll know whether he saw his shadow, got a little scared, ran back in his hole, or whether he couldn't because it was cloudy and maybe he stayed outside to play. So I enjoyed reading this to you, kindergarten and Trans-K friends, and I hope to see you soon. Hope you're staying warm and cozy at home. Mwah! I love you.